Okay, it's Phil Lindsay here with Peep magazine. We're here with Chad Parish as he's signed with Mark Clauzel today as a professional boxer. Excited?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I've wanted to turn pro for years. I've boxed since I was 17, so it's been 11 years or something. And it's something I've just wanted to do for a very long time, but I've never actually done it. And I'm not getting no younger. I'm not old yet, but I'm not getting no younger. So let's jump in and give it a try, you know. See if you've got what it takes.
And you're going to be fighting at cruiserweight?
Cruiserweight, yeah.
So, 28 now?
28, yeah.
So 28 for a cruiserweight isn't old, whereas 28 for a lightweight or going lower than that might be a bit more of a challenge sort of thing, but you're coming into your peak years now.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
It's a good time to turn over.
100%. I mean, all the fights I had previously was always at heavyweight, but I was always a small heavyweight. I was like 15-2 or so, and some of the lads were like 19-20 stones and stuff, and it's a big difference, do you know what I mean? But I just love my food too much, but I decided to get a little bit more strict on it, get myself down to 14-4, and fight with people my own size for once, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but it has to be the right time. It's one of those things in terms of your motivations. Like you say, if you like your food and you're at a certain point of life where that's what you want or that's what you want to do, then, but at this stage, you know, time's not against you, but if you leave it a lot longer than it would be.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, like you say, you're not getting younger day by day, and my performance in any sense hasn't went down in any way at all, so I'm still kicking like I used to be, so give it a try while it's there, do you know what I mean? Because you don't even regret it in 20 years' time.
And exactly, and that's one thing in life, is you don't regret the things you do, you regret the things you don't do.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
That's what they say anyway, I wouldn't know. But so in terms of for the fans who might not have seen you, what sort of fighting style do you bring? What's Chad Parish about?
Style, adaptable, I would probably say. I'm not necessarily a straightforward fighter, I'm not necessarily a back foot fighter, I'm a switch hitter. I choose what I feel is relevant for the time. Do you know what I mean? If it feels like it's working, it's working. If not, switch it a little bit, see what it works. I mean, it's if someone brings a style to the fight and they've only got one, but you can switch with what you want. You pick their weakness and then you use it against them and switch it up, mix it up, see what happens, and hope that it goes right. Do you know what I mean? But I think going in with one plan and one idea it's good in a sense, but if it doesn't work,
you've got to have a contingency.
There's got to be something there in the background, and because I've been doing it for so long, I've had a lot of time to play with a lot of these different things, and a lot of it feels comfortable. Obviously, there's always things to learn, you know what I mean? But they're only getting better and better day by day, and just give it a try.
It's like a foundation, really, isn't it? Because it's a matter of if you limit yourself to one style, you can refine that, you can tighten it up. But if you've got lots of different styles, it takes more time to refine them all. But now is the time where you've obviously working with Matt. With each individual fight that comes along, there's probably a particular style you'll probably work on with each individual fight. So bit by bit, you can tighten them all up, really.
Yeah, 100%. And like I was saying before about the foundation, there's already a little bit built in. It's not like it's going to be something that's completely alien in a sense. Do you know what I mean? There's always a little bit of something there to say, oh, I can reference off this and then work on this and manipulate that little bit of weight to adapt for this specific thing. And it just speeds up. It's just flexibility, isn't it? Adaptability and just making it happen for what you want it.
I was talking to Matt earlier on. He was describing you, and he was saying, "Oh, there you go. Hello." He was saying you've got power in both arms, which obviously you've been a switch hitter. That's obviously going to be helpful. But you can also take a dig as well. Yeah. Which, from a fan's point of view, that's like an ingredient for a guy that's going to be an exciting fight. He's going to engage. He's going to be in there. He's not going to be scared to get involved. Which, from a fan's point of view, that's the sort of fight that we want to see.
Yeah, I mean, I'm never going to intend to go in and just have a slugfest and just take punch for punch. You know what I mean? It's nice to know you can. Yeah. It's nice to know you can. Everybody's been caught with a big shot at some point, and over 12 years, I've never been stopped or even had a standing count. It's just never happened. I mean, it might have been luck, but it's been 12 years of luck, so it's been going well. But
may it continue along.
Not afraid to engage. Not afraid. I know I can punch. Of course, other lads can punch as well, but I've never really been hurt by anything, so I'm not afraid of it.
But if you think about it in terms of boxing's all about imposing your style on your opponent. If you're tentative of what your opponent's going to do to you, that can stop you, that can prevent you from doing that. So if you've got that confidence in your ability to take a shot, it's going to give you more confidence to impose yourself on your opponents, and that can only bode well for you.
I'm completely 100% confident that I would step in with a lot of fighters who I think I might be coming up against and say, right, if you want to step in and you want to hit me, but I get to hit you, I'm pretty confident you'll go down first. That's not for any other reason, that's just how it's genuinely been, you know what I mean? It's just I mean,
So that wouldn't be the plan.
No,
If it comes to that,
if it comes to that, if you want to do it, let's go. Let's go.
You see it sometimes. I mean, again, when you come down to watching the boxing on TV and things like that, you'll see fighters where they're fighting against somebody who's they've got their number.
Yeah.
And it's like they'll try one tactic, boxing, doesn't work. They'll try another one, going on the back foot, boxing, doesn't work. And the only option they've got after that is to make it a tear-up.
Yeah, fight.
So if you've got that as a contingency to fall back on again, like I say, it's a good thing to have in the back pocket, you know.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, well, there's also plenty of fighters that don't have that. Do you know what I mean? They get boxed in, caged, and they get outclassed and beaten. It doesn't really show anything. And like I say, for a fan's perspective, it's not really something that's that interesting. Do you know what I mean? Obviously it happens in its own ways, but to actually have someone who's just going to kind of dig in, do you know what I mean? Well, I suppose it's hard, isn't it? Just dig in and say, like, if this isn't going to work, it's not working like this, I'm just going to give you it. I'm going to give you everything I have, and I'm just going to try. I'm going to do what I have to do to try to make this change.
I mean, I can understand it because, you know, boxers, probably more than most sportsmen, very proud men. So if you're getting beat, you don't want to compound that by getting knocked out because it's, you know, you don't want. But if you've got a winning mentality and you're prepared to put yourself on the line, then you do what you have to do. And again, those are the sort of fighters that the fans connect with.
Yeah.
Like you're prepared to put it on the line, you know.
I mean, no one wants. As soon as someone steps in, he starts giving half-hearted efforts, and you can see he doesn't really want to be there. No one's going to back that person, and no one's going to sit there and go, "Really proud of that." I mean, they just not. They want to see you tenacious. They want to see you hungry, trying to go forward, just trying to make it happen, isn't it? Trying to win, not turning up to get paid, turning up to make an impression. Do you know what I mean? To try to be somebody.
Win well.
Yeah, win well. Aye.
So when do you plan for your first fight? Obviously signing over today. So what's the immediate plans for yourself?
I think there was about in the pipeline for 6 or 7 weeks. I'm not sure the exact date. That's what they're looking at if everything goes through as planned and as expected. I'm pretty much close to cruiserweight at the minute anyway, so I'm almost ready to go. But it's not a dead cert yet. But 6-7 weeks is a plan. If not, I'd imagine it'll be really soon after that.
Well, I was mentioning in a few of the interviews here today, it's the way the scene is in the northeast of England now. If you don't make one show, you haven't got to wait 6 months or 8 months for the next show to come along. There's shows coming, you know, there's 2 shows in July. There's probably going to be a show in August or September. The Sky cameras are coming back in October. No doubt Mr. Wraith, Mr. Jeffries are putting more shows on later in the year, so the opportunities are there. So it's just a matter of getting in as soon as you can, I suppose, isn't it? But again, at the right time.
Yeah. I mean, if you want it, you'll make the time. When you know when these things are going to happen. Everybody gets it. Well, obviously, away shows you might not get all the time you want, but for home shows, you're always going to get a good couple of weeks. And as long as you've been a little bit on the ball with your training and your diet, you're always pretty close anyway. Do you know what I mean? Give yourself 2-3 weeks, you'll be in there again and you get it going. If you want it, it's there. And like you say, the activities, it's really been picking up lately for the pro boxers in the northeast, especially compared to what it was a couple of years ago. And the lads need to be taking advantage of it. Everybody does, and a lot of lads have. So
obviously you're training with Matt Jobs, and you're the third guy from the gym turning pro in a fairly short space of time. Must be exciting at the gym at the moment.
Oh yeah, it's absolutely brilliant. I mean, for my personal view on it, getting to spar with lads who've been pro and lads who've had fights with. I mean, a lot of them are still experiencing the fact that they haven't had too many bouts, but the way they've came on, it's really spurring for yourself. Do you know what I mean? To be able to get in and give a good account of yourself against people who are pros who are doing well, and then it kind of makes you think like, oh yeah, well, if I can kind of do it here, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's try to step it up a bit and give it a go. And I mean, there's lads in there that are absolute quality lads. Do you know what I mean? And they're only going to get better. And with any luck, you know, there might be a champion in the gym.
Well, I might be talking to him right now. You never know. Watch out for this guy, Chad Parish, coming to a boxing ring near you soon. Chad. Cheers, man.
Thank you very much. Cheers, mate.